All right. Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and welcome to the webinar series for Teachers Link. Today we have with us Mr. Umar Said from Said Akhtar Studio, and we will be talking about how we can make it easy to get admission in National College of Art, NCA. So we have Mr. Umar Said with us. Sir, would you like to start with that?
Yes. Okay. So I would not not like to specify कि हमें admissions NCA में किस तरह लेने हैं. Let's actually first of all talk about a little bit of background. कि why are the students who are planning to get into NCA? What are they thinking? So they are thinking fine arts in general. That means that they are thinking architecture, they are thinking design, they are thinking painting, they are thinking a lot of other things. One of the things which actually have a problem with at Saeed Akhtar Studio, because yahan pe they come for the directions in drawing, is that usually they don't have an idea where they want to or what they want to be. Well, they do have an idea, but that idea is usually based on I call it it's based on a hunch. And that hunch is that, I think I'm going to be good in architecture, or I think I'm going to be good in fine arts, and etc., etc., etc. One of the things that I tell all my students who are coming in is that please don't based on this one of the most important decision of your life on a hunch, on a feeling, which is basically coming from your heart, because remember, this is going to be the most important decision of. I decided about 30 years ago, I decided to be an architect, and that's what I'm doing every day, the morning till evening. So every person who is going to actually make up this decision about the bachelor's that they're going to get into will be stuck with it. If they like it, they'll be stuck with it for the rest of their life. Now, what I try to convince all my students is that please make effort to learn about different fields of fine arts. Then try to learn about yourself. When we were in NCA, in first year, one of the assignment which one of our teachers actually gave us was to write an essay on who am I. And we actually were, everybody started looking around and looking at each other and said, what is this? What kind of a topic is this that you're supposed to write an essay on who am I? But you'll be surprised that that was a sort of a life-changing experience for us, because for the first time we started thinking, who are we? What kind of a person am I? What kind of friends I would like to hang around with? What kind of we do know that what kind of food we like. We do know that what kind of dresses we like to wear. But why do we like that dress, and why do we like that food? हमने कभी इसके बारे में सोचा नहीं है, because these are certain given things. Why do we like our parents, or maybe even dislike our parents? Why are we even Muslims? you know so ये वो सारे सवाल हैं जिसके बारे में when you are becoming an adult, and I'm expecting if all of these students are getting ready to get into a university, they are getting out of their childhood and they are becoming an adult. Hopefully, they all be, you know, um, 18 and 18 plus. So, ये वो time है when you'll start thinking, when you need to think that who you are, and consequently what you should be doing. For example, a person who is extremely energetic, who cannot stand or even sit or stand at any place for more than 5 minutes, and he has to run out and do something else, cannot do miniature drawing or painting, because miniature में सुबह से लेके शाम तक रात तक बैठ के drawing करनी होती है at a very very consistent pace. Similarly, there are so many other things. A lot of times, even the cultural barrier, the socio-economic group that your family belongs to. There are so many factors. When the parents comes to me with their daughters or son, especially with their daughters, I ask them that, will you allow them to go out and work on different sites? It was just a question from them, because they were planning that their daughter should become an architect. They said, that is going to be difficult. And I couldn't tell, because I can actually see the way they are usually dressed up, you can actually somehow the other make an idea that what kind of a socioeconomic group that they belong to, and if they are a conservative family. So I would say that, then why are you actually asking your daughter to become an architect when you later on are not going to allow her to go to different sites and to different places and visits, because this is what is going to be involved in this profession. So my first request to all the students attending and the one who will be listening later on is to please identify very carefully what exactly that you would like to do. If you will make a right decision now, you will actually enjoy the rest of your life. Every day it's going to be fun. And that's what I do. I basically am passionate about two things. Number one, about education, about training, about being a teacher. And that's why I'm here with you. You asked me and I said, yes, I want to do this. And second is my profession, which is architecture and interior design and allied facilities. So please get into a field which you are really passionate about. If you will, then you will never ever have to work a single day of your life. You'll just be having fun till the day I die. Last thing, my son, and you know him very well. He was asking me a question a few months ago that, Dad, when are you actually planning to retire? I said, I guess I'll retire the day I die. Before that, I'll probably have a sketch pad in my hand and trying to come up with some interesting idea about a house or about a building or something like that. So the creative fields that all these students are actually planning to get into give you this liberty of, you know, doing research and doing fun work even in bathroom, or even wherever you are. You're with your friends, you're on a holiday, you're going to Hunza, and you're in your car or your Jeep or whatever, and you have a sketch pad, and you can just keep on drawing and everything. So that basically covers the background that I wanted to tell or inspire the students to basically find out what they should be doing. Number one. Number two, once you have decided that, then Lahore is the hub of education in Pakistan. Even though Karachi is much larger as of a city, but Lahore has become the hub of, and you have unbelievable opportunities to be explored as far as Lahore is concerned. So, for example, if you are a person who is passionate about fashion and who likes to adopt fashion as a profession, then NCA probably is not the right place for you to go. Then probably PIFD, Pakistan Institute of Fashion Design, is, or even for textile, is the right place to go. If you wants to become an architect, maybe NCA probably is not. It's considered at one of the top schools, but it's not. It's one of the top schools, but there are other options available as well. There is BNU, there is ComSats, and there is University of Lahore, and so on. So what you need to do is, once you have identified who you are, secondly, then you have identified what you would like to do, then the third thing is that you consequently decide which university you would like. So to get into any fine art institution, you primarily need two or three different skill set that you need to have. Number one, you need to know drawing. They are going to have for fine arts and design, they're going to have two exams and one interview. And for architecture, they'll have an additional exam, which is mathematics, and the interview. So the other two exams are, number one, drawing test, and secondly is the, what do you call this?
Aptitude test?
Thank you so much. Aptitude test, correct. So the two things which are required for you to get ready is the drawing and the aptitude test. What we do as far as our place is concerned for teaching drawing is that we take the students from starting from a line to all the way to still life first, and once they are good at still life, then we take them to live drawing. Live drawing is far more difficult than a still life, and because of the fact that most of the university don't even require live drawing, we try to focus on the still life first, And then specifically those students who are interested in going to, let's say, PIFD or Punjab University, then take an extra sort of direction in working towards the life drawing. So drawing um, is something that you need to be good at. Why? Because drawing is what brings the ideas from your mind onto a paper, which through which you can actually commute. It's a commuting tool, communication tool for any artist who would like to express their ideas. And in any fine arts field, that's a mandatory thing. You need to have. It doesn't matter if you're going to become an architect or a ceramist or a sculptor. You need to have a good drawing skill set. Number one. So in aptitude test, um, what is that is required for you to know is the knowledge base. Most of the student which comes to me usually don't have any knowledge in the field that they are planning to apply, even in the field that they're planning to apply. As far as the other fields are concerned, they are usually have no idea. But even in the field that they're planning to apply, they usually have no knowledge base. Um, every student which comes to me, I ask them, what do you want to do? Sir, I want to be a textile designer. And I said, okay, why? Because I'm interested. I said, no, you're not. You just heard about this from somebody and now you have decided to apply in it. No, sir, I'm really interested. I said, okay, give me a name of a textile designer of Pakistan, the most famous textile designer. They wouldn't know. I said, okay, give me a name of a textile, firm or a factory that you would know, that you have visited. No, I don't know. So I said, why? Then how come you're saying that you're very passionate? Some people, we use this word that I've been, passionate about this from the love and I since I was a child. And I said, no, you're not. You've just heard these stories about a week, 10 days ago, and you've decided that you want to get into university. So my second thing after the drawing thing is for all the students to learn about these fields. Very easy. It's all internet based information. You just need to Google what is architecture, what is fashion, what is textile, and so on and so forth. And you can get any information that you want from the internet, any number of information. You can read books on it, or you can just be done with single page of Wikipedia and should be more than enough for you. So gain knowledge in the sense that you can actually talk to somebody on that specific topic. For example, you'll come and talk to me and you'll say that, sir, I would like to be an interior designer. I said, why? You said, because I like it. I am passionate about it. I said, okay, give me a name of a famous interior designer that you should be able to actually give me a few names and the kind of work those people are doing, even maybe a couple of names of their projects, famous one, and they're very easy to find out. It just depends how interested you are in that field. So
And I think that might also help in the interview because you would already be ready and prepared for what you want to say rather than those same lines that I'm interested in, I like it, and I'm passionate about it.
exactly. There you go. These two things, the aptitude test and the interview, are actually direct. So yeah, exactly. So I was saying that an aptitude test and an interview is exactly both the tests are knowledge based. An interview, they go simply ask. I usually tell these to my students that what do you think the questions will be in the admission in the interview. They are not going to ask what is the name of your father. They are not going to ask what gaon that you belong to or what city do you. They want to know your knowledge base as far as that specific subject is concerned, because that will prove to them while during the in the process of your selection that you are really a good candidate for that specific thing.